You live down there?
I live here, in the streets.
Do you mind if I video you at all?
I don't care, I mean...
I just...
I'll take that.
What's your name?
Harry. They call me Harry.
Alright. What are you doing on the street?
I actually came out here for a vacation a few years ago. And, had an injury to my foot. Trying to stop a drunk from falling off of a big, tall brick thing we were on.
Yeah.
We were all hanging out, and I hadn't had a drink in several years. I'm an alcoholic. I quit drinking. But he was about to fall, and I tried to stop him. I did stop him, but he knocked me off.
Yeah.
And I landed on just this foot, and it crushed my heel.
Yeah.
Now it's healed that way. So now the only way to correct it is to have an operation, which is called a fusion, they call it. I keep finding ways to avoid the operation. I guess 'cause I'm scared,
But you live in the streets all the time?
I tried to get a job, and the only job that was offered me that I was accepted for wouldn't have paid me enough to afford a place to live and eat and everything all at once. All I would have been able to do was afford rent.
Yeah.
I would have had to eat out of the garbage cans and everything anyways, and so it wasn't. The other jobs that would have paid me better, that would have paid me enough, I was overqualified.
Yeah.
You know, in the fields I know. They hired Mexicans and Asians because they can pay them little money because they have like 20 people living in the same house. You know, they can afford to take a $7 an hour job and survive. Or I can't. I gotta make $15, $20 an hour to live in this city.
But why do you want to live in this city? Why don't you move or go somewhere?
I don't. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck here.
So where do you sleep? Do you sleep on the streets?
I sleep in the sidewalk. Sometimes up on that hill up there, I take a piece of sidewalk where I know where the sun hits early in the morning, so that when it's really cold, the sun hits and warms.
Do you like that? Do you like the comfort of just being on your own and doing your own thing?
Well, I don't mind being on my own and not having to answer to nobody, but there's certain factors. We're stereotyped. I'm automatically a drunk. And I haven't had a drink in 5 years.
You don't sound like a drunk to me.
I'm not stupid. I'm cultured.
You know,
I've traveled the world. I've paid off 2 houses. I put a little sister through college. I've got 2 kids living at my mom's house now that don't have to worry about anything money-wise until they're on their own. Because I have my house in Florida sold and all that money's in a bank account and only my mother's name. I can't even touch it.
Well, is that happiness you're looking for?
Huh?
Is that happiness you're looking for?
I don't know. Happiness left me when I drank myself out of marriage. I was happy when I was married until I started drinking.
And you've never found it again?
No.
I find this place very, very hard to understand. You've got such poverty down there, and you've got all this wealth up here.
You say you went down that bottom down there?
I've been down there.
They call it the bottom and Skid Row.
Is that the worst area? Is that?
Yeah.
Do you not want to go out to some calm area, like in a field, or like I don't mean like in a forest or something like that there, and like and just really like live the earth or something, or do that stuff?
I've done that before. I went up on a mountain and stayed up there for almost a year. Came down all hairy and grubby and stinky and healthy though.
Yeah, you look healthy, man.
I ate bushes and
berries. What age are you?
Now? How old do you think I am?
I think you're about 30,
no.
42, 45.
42, 45, 44. I turned 44 last September. I've never seen so many rats. You know, this city, you don't see skunks, raccoons, or anything, any kind of wildlife come into this city like any other city. Massachusetts, you've got deer, rabbits, squirrels, raccoons. There's no squirrels. Have you ever seen a squirrel in here since you've been here?
Mate,
You know why?
they're being eaten.
Because of the rats. There's too many rats for any other species to survive of the rodent type.
How long?
A fox won't even come in here.
How long are you going to carry on doing this here lifestyle?
Not long. This time I'm gonna go for the operation. I'm not gonna back out. And I'm gonna have the operation.
And as soon as the operation's done, what are you going to do? Why don't you go to a
I'm either
coastline?
gonna try to get a job again, according to what my foot will allow me to do. See, all my life I've done kind of strenuous hard work.
But can you not do a sedentary job, or you sit down?
That's the thing. I don't have the education for a job that lets you do that. I don't know. I know how to turn off a computer. You grab the cord and yank it out of the wall, and it shuts off. I had a guy almost slice my throat because I couldn't give him no money. Because I didn't have any. And because the case he had taken a straight razor that you shave with, one of those deadly, and that's it. He had cut the strap. I had a camera case, one of them expensive digital computer type cameras. I had the case, just the case. There was no camera in it. I was using it to keep my little personal tiny things, like I have this, right? Well, he must have felt the weight of it, and thought the camera was in there. And I was asleep. So he took the straight razor and sliced the strap, and he was slowly pulling the thing, because it was behind me too. Slowly pulling, and that woke me up. And I seen a face over me, so I pushed the face away. And he came right back, and well, he had the case, and he opened it, and he threw it down at me. He says, "Where's the camera?" I says, "There's no camera, man. I found the case. I just use it for putting stuff in." "Well, give me your money." And he put the razor to my neck, and he caused it to bleed just slightly, but not. During the week, I drank beer and shots. I probably would do about a half pint of Southern Comfort and 2 6-packs, a 12-pack of beer.
Every day?
During the week, every day.
Every day
on the weekend, I would put away probably a half gallon of Southern Comfort and, who knows, a case and a half, 2 cases of beer.
Mm-hmm.
I was just drinking to the point where it almost killed me.
Did you take drugs?
Yeah, I've tested that.
And what did you take? Everything?
Quite a few different things. Nothing too extreme. I've messed with cocaine. I smoked a lot of marijuana throughout my life. From when I was a kid. I mean, 11 years old, I was smoking cigarettes and marijuana. I tried mescaline one time, and that freaked me out, so I never messed with it again. Because everything was funny. I mean, I just turn my head and look at you, and that little smirk on your face, that would be it.
Yeah, that makes you
all over the place, laughing my stomach, my cheeks,
or you'd be laughing all that.
Yeah, I would just laugh like crazy. No.
Did you miss it?
No, not at all.
And
I don't miss drugs at all. They didn't do anything for me ever.
And when did you ever
make me think things were okay when they weren't? I even have a decent job waiting for me at home if I go back.
But you don't want it. It's so much easier for you just to do your own thing, isn't it?
Well, in a way it is, and in a way it isn't.
But it is, because
when I go to sleep, I don't want to get up.
So are you depressed?
Yeah, very depressed.
You don't look depressed. You've got sparkle in your eye.
Well,
you've got ideas. You've got thoughts that you want to do things. Those are the sort of things you want to get that.
Though. That's just me.
But there's a lot of people don't have that.
Well, that's because they're burnt out.
So then life's just an existence.
I imagine if I stay this way for a few more years, I'd probably get like them.
Mate, don't get like them, mate. Definitely don't. I think you're absolutely geezer bloke.
I've never been called that before.